Deep in the forest, a ferocious dinosaur was chasing a woman who was desperately trying to escape his clutch. The dinosaur's loud footsteps shook the ground as it ran after her. Its sharp teeth and claws bared in a terrifying display of power. The woman stumbled through the underbrush, clutching her baby close to her chest. She could hear the dinosaur's heavy breathing and the sound of its snapping jaws getting closer and closer behind her. As he ran, she glanced back and saw the dinosaur's tail whip through the trees, its scaly skin glistening in the sunlight. She could feel its hot, fetid breath on her neck, and the stench of rotting flesh filled her nostrils. The dinosaur was gaining on her, and she knew that if it caught her, there would be no escape. Suddenly, she noticed a small opening between two trees. It was just big enough for her to squeeze through, and with a surge of adrenaline, she dove into the narrow passageway. The dinosaur, too big to fit through the opening, was forced to stop in its tracks. The woman collapsed to the ground, gasping for breath. She had managed to escape the dinosaur, but she knew that it was still out there, waiting for her to make a move. As she sat there catching her breath, she heard a loud quacking sound. Startled, she turned and saw a bright yellow duck waddling towards her. The duck seemed to be smiling at her, and it took a few steps closer before speaking in a deep, booming voice. "Hello there, little girl. Need a hand?" The woman stared at the duck in disbelief. She couldn't believe what she was seeing. A talking duck. What was this world coming to? But she was too exhausted to deal with any more surprises. She simply nodded her head, and the duck, with a mighty effort, helped her to her feet. Together, they walked out of the forest and into a clearing where a group of people were gathered. The woman was too weak to explain what had happened to her, but the duck, with a series of loud quacks, told the entire story to the onlookers. As the crowd gasped in amazement, the woman noticed a tall, hairy figure standing at the edge of the clearing. It was a Bigfoot, but not just any Bigfoot. Its fur was a shocking shade of yellow, and it had a fierce look on its face. The Bigfoot took a step forward and roared, startling the dinosaur, which had finally caught up to the woman. The dinosaur let out a terrified screech and ran away, making the Bigfoot's fur stand on end. The Bigfoot had saved the woman and her baby, and in that moment she knew that she had made a friend for life.